Hey everybody, it is Friday, February 5th, 2021, it's just crazy. January really just went by. But today we have Veronica Jeans here, and she's going to talk to us about Shopify. So some background information on her is she is an e-commerce business consultant, a best-selling author, a Shopify expert. Yes, she is passionate about e-commerce business and specializes in global e-commerce and online sale trends. She has an international business and financial experience. And so she's going to help you guys today talk about how you can scale your e-commerce, which is books, and get more authors and stuff fast and make it profitable. So Veronica, welcome. I'm so excited. And take it away. I'm so excited about this conversation.
Oh, thank you very much. And man, I'm so happy that I actually checked my email to see that I promised, and I thought, oh well, she's not coming back. Everything went wrong this morning, and I started on Clubhouse at 7 o'clock this morning. So it's been hectic. Anyway, so a little bit more about me is I live on a boat here in Houston, in Seabrook Marina, and we are refurbishing the boat, and the big vision is going to be to cruise by the end of the year.
Nice. I used to live in Clear Lake, so
There we go.
Yep. So I've been living on my boat for 8 years. I've got to tell you guys, and so it's been absolutely amazing. So is everybody from Houston?
Nope. I'm in Virginia Beach.
Right.
Ooh.
And I have a boat, but I can't live on it. Mine is much smaller than yours. I can tell you right now. I can look at yours and tell you mine is much smaller than that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a Hatteras, and it's a 43-foot. Originally, I'm from Namibia, hence the accent. I have been in America though for 20 odd years, so I should have picked up the accent, but I speak to my family too much to actually change it a lot. And everybody thinks I sound cute, so I'm sticking to it. So
Athena's from South Africa.
Oh yes, right. So I'm from Namibia. Not many people from Namibia. In fact, Namibia the country is as big as Texas and only has 2 million people. So you travel a long time without seeing anybody.
So, my type of place.
Yeah, I know, right? So as Amy said, I am a Shopify expert. I do everything e-commerce. I get people's products up online, and I help them market it and get more traffic to the websites. Because eventually, if you have a website or anything online and you don't do anything about it, it's not going to monetize. So I want to talk about monetizing. Let me check my my notes here. Monetizing social e-commerce store on social media, because a lot of times people don't understand how it actually works. So yes, there's an author here as well. Look at that, Bayou City Press. So so you print books, Julie?
Yep.
Oh, I need to talk to you. Anyway. So and yes, so I'm actually literally selling my book on my website. So anything you want to sell, I sell my services, and I sell my book, and I sell a mug and something else on my website, on my Shopify store. So you don't have to be an e-commerce owner, online store owner, to be an online store. You don't have to have actually just physical products that sort of classify you as an e-commerce owner. You can sell anything in Shopify. So what I want to talk about is how to actually monetize Shopify, and then I will talk a little bit more about Shopify, why Shopify and why not WooCommerce or BigCommerce or any of the other ones. I've been in several shopping platforms, and I find that Shopify is extremely easy for any store owner to be able to pop up, put the template in, and start adding stuff to Shopify. You don't have to look for a merchant. You just click a button, put your information in, and boom, it goes off. You can do your marketing through Shopify. It's easy to add your products. It's all in one big page. It's not, you have to jump on several windows to actually add your products. What else is good about it? The SEO is brilliant. It's right on the page. You don't have to add any apps to actually improve your SEO. So, I mean, there's so many things about Shopify that is absolutely brilliant. And if you want more information, you can let me know and I'll talk about it afterwards. But let's jump into how to monetize easily. And can I share my screen? Because I want to show you in Shopify how easy it is to monetize on social media.
Yeah, you can share your screen down at the bottom.
Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about. And I will pop into one of my, I'm actually writing a blog right now. So I'm going to pop you into one of my stores. This is actually my store, to show you on the side how easy it is to actually add. And remember, we can't do digital products on social media yet through a Facebook shop or an Instagram shop. So on Shopify, you have a Facebook. It's not really an app. It's integrated into Facebook, into Shopify, so you can easily push your products from Shopify to Facebook. I've been talking so much today. It's like, So as you can see here, you connect directly with Facebook, Instagram. You can do some, I don't like doing my ads through Shopify. I prefer to do them natively in Business Manager. And this actually will literally, you click the buttons, it automatically creates a Business Manager account for you. It pops your products on Facebook and Instagram, right? And Instagram. So the good thing is, if you have your products on Instagram, you can make them clickable. And as people click on the image in Instagram, it immediately sends them to checkout. So, and then all your orders come through Shopify. So it doesn't matter whether I do have Amazon on here. If you have an account on Amazon, you can sell your products directly from Shopify to Amazon. The orders come from Amazon through to Shopify, and boom, you just deal with your orders. Obviously Amazon, there are extra steps as well. And then there's obviously Google, and we have Walmart Marketplace, which is another issue. It's not easy to get on Walmart, but if you're lucky to be able to, then that's just another actual marketplace. So all these things, right, are different marketplaces that you need to get your products onto, because having your business in Shopify or on any e-commerce platform, right, is your business, is your foundation of your business. And then you need to put your products onto the marketplaces. And the way I explain marketplaces is, let me stop sharing here. The way I explain marketplaces is when if you have products and you get into Walmart, which is a big deal, right? And you can only get into Walmart at one stage if you had 1 million products, right? And so you actually rent the space in Walmart, you rent the shelf, right, in Walmart, and they don't sell it for you. You just rely on people passing by and actually picking up and shopping with your products, or buying your products. So that's how you got to think about. You have your foundation, you have your shopping cart, you push your stuff out to Facebook, you're renting some space. You push your stuff out to Instagram, you're renting space. You're pushing stuff out to Etsy and to Amazon, you're renting space. These guys, it's their business, right? So these guys can easily close the store, and then your business is done, because if you have all your eggs in one basket in those marketplaces, then you are paying a lot of rent for the space, right? And you are relying on them to keep your business going. So if you are selling anything online, highly recommend, and you don't even have to have Shopify, because it is the easiest way to get online, but to have your actual store so that you can then push your stuff out to the different marketplaces. And obviously renting space from Amazon, not Facebook or Instagram, is free. But Amazon, what else do I have here? Walmart, Google is free unless you're doing ads, right? And so when you're renting the space, Amazon, you're paying 15 to 80% on your whole price. There's no, oh, I only pay this much on my profit or my cost. You're paying that amount on the whole price. So obviously you're paying because they have more customers than you. So it is necessary. I mean, it's vital to put your products out on different marketplaces. If you're starting out, I would always suggest Facebook, Instagram, and both, because people say the younger generation is not on Facebook. They are on Facebook as well. So put them both out on Facebook and on Instagram, and then you can actually see, hey, this is the demographics that shop from on Facebook. These are the different demographics that shop from Instagram, and then you can start catering to those customers. Buy buttons. Okay, so back to Shopify. So Shopify is a complete solution. Okay, and I sound like a sales lady, right? So you have your website. So let me just show you a little bit about, okay, share. I'll show you what my website, and I actually have my marina on Shopify as well, because we planning on their customers actually paying for the slips online, and also what did we have? Oh, it's t-shirts and stuff that they're selling. So here's my website. So I have, obviously it just looks like a website, right? Then I have, if I look on here, and I want to see, hey, maybe I've got this done, right? So I have my buy buttons on my page, and only because it's not an actual product page, I've actually created a whole sales page. So I grabbed the button, popped it on here. Then I also have my blog is also part of this. So complete extra is the blog. I actually have 2 blogs. I am doing a new series which is called My Life on a Boat. I actually did it this morning. That's why I'm a little bit discombobulated because I took people on a tour of my boat, and so I run everything off Shopify. And I started on Shopify because they were the first guys that had a solution for my international customers. So if and let me show you the back end a little bit on here. So if they wanted payments, so international is obviously different to having straight Shopify payments. You can go in and boom, and you put your bank account in, which is really happy if it gets more money. And then this is what you pay, and no transaction fees, right? And you get all these options. Let me show you the options. You get Google Pay. No, this is not what I want to show you. You get, let me see here, view payouts. No. You can get all these different options of people to pay you, okay? So they've got, this is a new thing. I don't really like it, but they've got Apple Pay, they've got Google Pay. So if a couple of my customers are on Shopify, but they have a point of sale system in their retail store. One of them is the It's a Bitsy store in Houston. And then I have a little sports store also in Houston, both obviously in Houston. And so their inventory comes all off the Shopify server. So if anybody buys, it immediately collects the inventory of whatever they're selling. So they don't have to have 2-3 systems immediately going on. And I need to quiet my computer. Hello, stay away. Okay. And so it makes it so much easier. So the little It's a Bitsy store had QuickBooks point of sale. She had online, and it was a nightmare because the QuickBooks did a well, we had to have an app in between, which was like $300 a month. And so that kept the inventory going for like every 5 minutes. But you've got people in the shop going, hey, I want this. And somebody's buying online. And so that gets very discombobulated. Anyway, so as I said, it's very, very easy to have and also enable different currencies. So if you have customers shopping from Britain or Canada or Europe, I've got everything on here. So I give my customers any opportunity to pay me. And then one of the other cool things, this is what I love about Shopify. It actually, since COVID last year, they have improved the platform so much. It's unbelievable. Obviously, you have PayPal checkout. Again, you give your customers as many opportunities to pay you. It goes straight off my email, my PayPal email. That's it. Boom, it's done. Then I have Amazon Pay. This is very cool. So you guys know that everybody shops on Amazon, right? We've got our credit cards on Amazon. You shop, you pay, boom, it's done. You don't have to add your credit card. So with Shopify and Amazon Pay integrate, it's different to having your store online, right? This is Amazon Pay. So this gives customers opportunity to pay with their Amazon card. So it's a transaction between that. So we actually literally using Amazon as a merchant. So just, your customers don't have to haul out their credit card. They trust Amazon, boom, they pay you, okay? And then obviously you have your third-party providers and your manual payments. In a lot of the countries, Africa especially, they pay EFT, which is directly into your bank account. And they have, what's it called? Cash on delivery. It's been such a long time since I used that, but they have cash on delivery as well if the situation. And I was going to show you something really cool. Locations, general plans and permissions, billing, payment. If you have any questions during this, just let me know, okay? So what to show? Okay. What to show. So because I don't really know where you guys are at. Normally I ask you what businesses you're in. And in fact, let me ask you guys, Brian, what business are you in?
I run a website development company.
Wow. Yeah, that's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, so we actually have a couple of Shopify sites.
Yes.
And it's actually really nice because of the fact that it's totally, we also have some WooCommerce type sites, but it's really, it's almost like click and play almost. It's just so easy for people to add stuff to it.
I know. And I totally believe that if you're running your business, it should be as easy as possible for you yourself to run the business, not to actually, you and I want to stay in business, but you have to be able to run your business yourself before you get in people that can help you. And maybe we should talk and play together. So Julie, what do you do?
Well, as you noticed, I opened a mini publishing house.
Yes.
So I publish books, and I also have added a product line of literary ornaments.
Oh, nice.
I get them from England, and
yes.
I'm an exclusive marketer for them here.
Cool. Oh, cool. Absolutely. And okay, so here's the cool part about Shopify. I have discovered, well, maybe it's a competition to you, but I'm printing my book through a press, through Lulu, I think it's called Lulu Press, straight onto Shopify. So you might be able to think of different ways of getting customers on Shopify and getting that order to you, because, like print on demand, because most printing houses, you print an X amount. Obviously it doesn't pay to only print one at a time. So they print books for me one at a time. And then also the print on demand T-shirts and bags and all sorts of things. So whatever people order, boom, it goes straight to your order. James, what do you do?
I'm a publisher. Me and Athena are Rock Hill Publishing. So we write books and we publish books and other people's books.
Oh, wow. That's so many people that are doing in the publishing industry. It's a
We
sign.
are all writers here.
Yeah, we're all writers.
Oh my
Or mostly
God.
we're all writers here. So, and publishers. I think a lot of us also are publishers.
Oh, wow.
If not of our own books, of other people's books too.
Actually, where's my book?
Let's see. Shopify made easy. Okay.
So, you know what? And I was telling my friend this morning, it is the best feeling to get your book in print in your hand is like the most awesome feeling. I'm going to bed with my book at night. It's like I worked on it so hard, my baby. So it's not.
Tina said it's like giving birth.
Oh my God! It's just exactly. This was going to be 30 days. Ha. 9 months later, literally exactly, having a baby. So
I know.
and I'm still busy with it because I'm printing it into a bigger version. Anyway, that's another story. But okay, so Vola, what do you do?
You're muted.
Sorry, I do social media for Amy, and I do all her busy work.
Vola's my mom, just so you know. So Vola's my mom, but she works for me. She does all like the social media maintenance, and she's my biggest fan is my mom. So she's on everything that I do.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. I have my daughter-in-law who's in business with me as well. So, and Red's obviously a writer as well. Everybody's a writer on here. So Red, what do you do?
I write books, publish my own books, I speak, and I'm an independent publisher for other books. This was my #1 bestseller last year. It popped back up again. Okay.
Yeah, Ageless Health.
But
Yeah.
no, just like most of the other people, we're all writers. Some of us are speakers, and some of us are publishers.
Oh, this is brilliant. I feel so at home here. This is brilliant. Greg?
I am a self-published author, fixing to start my own publishing, and I also just started a podcast.
Oh, wow. Look, cool. Yeah, this is the time to start a podcast, right? Doesn't matter how much competition there is. You have to be in front of your customers. So I have Diane. Diane, are you on?
Diane, you're muted if you're talking.
Nope. Okay, so we go
Hi,
to.
sorry about that.
Sorry. Okay.
And I am a children's author, speaker, go to the schools, and am working on some products to eventually put online.
Oh my God. I mean, anybody who writes a book is my hero. And believe me, the how-to book for me was was not easy, but it was easy because it's obviously my knowledge. But for anybody who writes kids' books and fiction, you're my heroes.
Thank you.
So Veronica, if I can ask a question, I sell on my website through WooCommerce, and don't ask me how I got to WooCommerce. It was recommended, and it integrates well with WordPress, which is what my website is on. So that's what I went with. But at this point, I just think, oh, is it worthwhile to try to switch? I'm just, it sounds like, that sounds great. WooCommerce works for the business I do.
Yes. So I had the same. I've actually spoke to a group. What's today? Thursday, yesterday, and they have WooCommerce, and some of them don't have a store yet, so they're setting up in Shopify. And this is the bottom line: if it works, what is the text is saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? But I just find that, and I moved all my stuff. I've moved all my clients from 3D Cart and WooCommerce onto Shopify because it is so much easier. And only move if you need to, if you're making money out of it, if it makes sense, because it is just one more thing to do, right? And are you're not uploading your products on an ongoing basis, are you? No.
I mean, I
Yeah.
have 2 books out and my literary ornaments. And so, you
Yes.
know, a couple of
Yeah.
times a year, I have some new product to add, but it's not a big
A
volume.
big volume. Yeah. You know, I just, you know, I hate to say this, but stay where you are, really. If you're comfortable with that, I would.
Veronica,
Right? Yes.
can we use Shopify to push to our own e-commerce site?
Yes, absolutely. Good question. Good question. So, my brother, actually, that's the only guy that I know that's only using the buttons in Shopify onto his website. So he actually sells courses, and so you have your buy button, so you can put collections and products onto your website. And so it costs like $9. So what you're literally using Shopify, to push your orders and for the merchant. So if you're creating a button, so you have a product button or a collection button. So this is the choices. So I'm just going to add here, I've got one mug. And I can add I've added all my services on here. Okay. It's not available because I haven't got that. Okay, let's go back. Let's see here. Okay, this is an ebook. So let's just see the workbook. Does it come up? I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Change with an image. Here, let's just do this. So boom. So the image of the product pops in, your description pops in, and then buy your book now. Obviously that was my last button, and it goes. You can do it directly to checkout or to different other details, and you can add your product details in here, which is right now it doesn't have product details. And so I create my buttons sometimes as I get customers to go, hey, pay this here, and then you can change how things look. You order Shopify, and as I said, they've added so many extra things in here, so you can literally grab the code, pop it into your website with the descriptions, with the image, or basic. So you just have a button. So on my sales pages, I've just got the button, and then I've got. So here's how I have a workaround. So I don't like paying for apps, right? So if for my workshops, I have subscription, and having the Shopify is going to add the subscription as part of Shopify. They don't have it yet, but right now I use PayPal, and I create my subscription button in PayPal for free, and then I pop it onto here, create my own button, and boom, I've got now somebody can pay me for my course on a monthly basis, or boom, they can pay me, they can pay me the full amount, that's Shopify, or they can pay me as a subscription. So that'll automatically come off their credit card. So, so I use Shopify in various different ways. And then, so as I said, with the buy button, so normally what you pay for Shopify is like $30.48, 84 cents, 48 cents. That's including tax. And so that's a full Shopify store. So if you just want to use the buy button and the merchants and everything, it's called a light version, is $9. Yeah, anyway. And now they also have the marketing aspect through here, which is I can do my emails. I'm doing my emails through Shopify, directly off Shopify. And I have, let's see here. So, I've been on MailChimp forever, right? And I have HubSpot now because I pay full for HubSpot. It's my CRM, it's my email, it's my marketing. I do my workflows through it. And I also do my lead generation through HubSpot. So it's sort of a lighter version than Salesforce. And, but obviously I play in Shopify because I have to show my customers how to use the new stuff that they've added. So they've added this email campaign capability. It is not a workflow or a sequence yet. So as I said, they're adding more stuff. one of the things is analytics. So for all my customers, this is the most important part, is the analytics. So you can see the sales tax you're paying. You can see what your store conversion is. You can see your average sales value. You can see your top products sold. You can see your traffic source, where it's coming from. So it's complete analytics in the box. And then I can pull my reports, say, for instance, here over time, and this, I think this is only showing for 7 days, and say, okay, it's my sales tax. I need to pay up my sales tax. Here are my final numbers. So you can get your finances off here, your marketing, all your reports, and your obviously your inventory as well. And then you get more, obviously, if you upgrade. I've got a couple of customers with point of sale, so they're on an upgraded system, so they get more reports on the analytics. And this is just something to play with because it is so freaking cool. So you can actually see where your customers are popping on. So it's a live vision. So if you had lots of customers, this would be so cool, right? I'm always surprised when somebody pops onto my website. Doesn't matter how much I talk about it, I'm still surprised. So the products, you know, and I use discounts. You can have automatic discounts or just normal discounts. Go straight into the email, go straight onto the product page. Then the orders is amazing. So when you have orders, I can create an invoice in drafts to somebody and pay them, and just create a product, create a custom product, boom, I get paid. What else? And I use some of my clients that are selling physical products, you know, pipes, and I've got a guy that sells pipes and clamps and all sorts of stuff. And he has a lot of his customers are, hey, I need this, give me a quote. Then he'll create it in here, send them the quote, and then send them a button, and they can just pay him. So he's very happy with the system. And then in orders, you know, if you have, so if I haven't shipped anything out of here, but I am helping a customer of mine to ship their orders out, and it is so easy. So you literally can create your, I don't have any shipping in here. Let me see if I can find a shipping thing that I can show you guys. So I have, it is so, as I said, it's so easy to ship out of here. Shopify pay, I think you can save 49%, 50% of your shipping costs if you get your shipping labels through Shopify. So what I actually do, since my boxes are so big, and you know, this customer of mine is stuck in Zimbabwe. They got out of here. They live in North Carolina. They got out of here with the last flight at COVID. They can't come back because of COVID. So I'm literally running the business here because they can't pack stuff. Thank God my husband's retired. So when you're looking at the orders, I wonder if I can show you. Yes, I can actually. So I have, and it shows you immediately if they think somebody is a fraud, high fraud. This was just because this guy ordered it. He sent it to Quincy Jones. This was so exciting. So I have one of our statues going to Quincy Jones. But anyway, so he ordered it. It was a different shipping destination. So they just tell you, make sure that you know where your customers are actually real. So here, reprint label. So you literally print off your shipping label straight out of Shopify. So you don't need apps or anything extra to do your invoices and your shipping labels. I physically pack the boxes, and they're huge, these boxes, 70 pounds. There was one 70 pounds, it was a huge box. I schlep it to the UPS store. I print out my label. I email my label to her. She prints it out. One of the packages was $49 through Shopify. If I directly bought my label through UPS, it would have cost me $140. So that's how. So what I do now, this is you know, you come up with tricks. So if I send, I've been sending stuff to my kids, especially over Christmas. So I created a product in my Shopify store. I printed my shipping label. So obviously I have to, you know, pay the shipping label. And I saved on shipping, sending all my stuff out. So, so yeah, I mean, the cost of the shipping is just, it is surprised the both of us, from the UPS lady and myself, and how much cheaper it is. What else can I tell you guys? So I mean, you guys just ask me any questions.
Veronica,
Yes.
is there an app I can use this on my phone? Just sell it, play in a room anywhere?
Yes. Where's my phone? Yes, literally. In fact, if it's on your phone, you have your complete store on it. You can literally upload I don't recommend it, but you can literally upload your product and range a product and make sure it goes live. You can do your orders on your phone. You can do oh, my phone is my camera today. So, sorry. So you can literally run your whole store off your phone. Yes. Yes. Any other questions? And is there anything else you guys want to know? I mean, I'm just blah, blah, blahing here. So you guys need to tell me whether I'm actually answering your questions or, yes. So, or if you want to know anything in particular.
Well, you certainly piqued my interest. I need to do some more research because you really, gave me some things to think about. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's brilliant. So let me, I'm going to do.
I have a couple of questions.
So I'm gonna pop my my link in. I'm obviously I'm a partner, but believe me, you can't even buy a glass of wine with the money I make off Shopify. So I need. I think if somebody owns a Shopify store, I make $5 or something a month, right? Brian, it's like you don't make a lot of money, but so here's what I can do for you guys. If Shopify, if you connect with Shopify, you got 14 days. And then it goes, you have to start paying the fees, right? I have a sandbox. I don't know, Brian probably has one as well. I have a sandbox, a partner sandbox, where if you want to start a store or just look at it, the background, and you're fiddling around, I can get you into my sandbox, and you can then fiddle around to your heart's content and only go live once you decide to go live.
Nice. That's awesome. That's very nice of you, Veronica. I think, Diane, you had some questions.
Thank you. I wanted to know about how, obviously you have to pay credit card fees and things like that.
Yeah.
So you have to have a lot of products up before you can actually break even because of all the fees you pay?
No. Okay. So in any business, right, you have to know the bottom line. You got to know your fixed costs and your variable costs. So when you're selling a product, I've got customers that are selling one product. And the one guy, his product was $35. He sold on Amazon. He didn't advertise at all, and he made about 3 or 4 sales a day eventually. I mean, obviously it takes a while to get going, but you got to make sure that the products that you sell eventually, how can I put it? You got to cover your monthly costs for the products that you sell. So hopefully you're not selling just one product. Hopefully you're selling more than one product, and it depends on the price, right? So I've got another customer only sells one bag. She created this bag, patented it, which is crazy, it costs so much money. And she's selling the one bag for $150. So again, so she covers up cost one bag. So you got to decide what are you going to, yes, thanks, Brian. So what are you going to actually sell? What is the cost? And I actually have, if you guys are interested, I have a break-even cost analysis spreadsheet. So you can put down all your costs that you have, like your domain name, your website costs, and all of that, and you put down your product costs, and you can see how many units you actually have to sell to make a profit.
Okay.
And so yeah, you just got to schmooze and get your products out there. I mean, it's you know, the name of the game for any business. And so Brian mentioned, I do have a e-commerce summit coming up in March. It's going to be 2 days this year. Last year was 1 day. I sat on my chair. Then he mentioned something else, on my chair for 8 hours. So that was decided to split the whole deal. And while I had the summit last year, our new president had his speech. So, you know, crickets in the afternoon. Everybody was watching TV. Anyway, so we're having it again this year. I have got a lot of e-commerce specialists and experts on there talking about shipping, talking about sales tax. When you know, we have to start paying, if you're making a lot of money, you have to start paying sales tax in other states. But, you know, if you're making $100,000 in one state, you're going to be a very happy person. A QuickBooks expert, she's a pro advisor, one of the top 10 pro advisor, QuickBooks pro advisors, actually online QuickBooks pro advisors in the United States. So I've got a huge amount of experts coming in. I also have some panels of my existing customers that are going to be talking about their business and how challenges they've overcome. And the biggest question is what they would do if they ever had to start again. So I will give Amy the link to let you know. I should be up by next week.
Perfect. Wonderful.
My landing page.
No, that would be great. I would love to definitely attend that for sure. But are there any last questions or ideas before? I mean, I have one question, but I want to make sure you guys get to go before I ask my question. So does everyone have any more questions?
How did you decide to use Shopify over like other e-commerce ones, like Americommerce, let's say?
Yes, so it's ease of use. I mean, they are so on the ball. Okay, let me take this back. They hardly go down. If they go down, not everybody goes down. They have different servers everywhere. So if something happens on the one server, not all the stores are affected. And so this is a huge deal. If you have hundreds of sales coming through and your server and your store doesn't work, this is a huge deal, right? Or even I have a customer that does 17 to 50 sales a day, depends on when it is. So when she goes down, and they come up extremely fast. There's hardly any downtime. You're not restricted. Plus the ease of, boom, put your bank account in, put your social thing into the merchant, and then you have a merchant. You don't have to apply for different merchants. You don't have to do anything. It's just the ease of setting up. You can literally set up your business very quickly. You know, it's obviously there's more to it than that. But if you just want to try things out, you know, it's not always easy to sell stuff online because you don't really know. That's how I started. I wanted to sell something online. So here I am teaching about it because I've been in the industry for a long time. I had my own company and had a lot of businesses international, but it is just the ease of use. And as I said, you know, the most important thing is uploading your products. It's all on one page, everything, where you are, what sales channels you're using, whatever you want to do for your product is on one page. It's the ease of use, literally.
That's awesome. I think the question I have is, because I have clients that, you know, do big telesummits and stuff and have a bunch of affiliates. So is there a way, like, will it generate an affiliate or referral link to where it kind of makes it easier where you know how much to send them and things like that? Does it do it all within Shopify, or is that something that it doesn't do?
Yeah, affiliate. I've actually just added an affiliate to my website as well. So yes, absolutely. I mean, you know, you rely on what we call your ambassadors, right, to sell your products. Yes, they do that as well. I mean, you know, nowadays, and it's an app, right? There are so many apps around it. So because Shopify is one of the largest, and I think it's not WooCommerce, but it's BigCommerce, the competition. They are just so huge that the app guys want to develop apps for Shopify. So in fact, if say for instance, if you're selling cigars or CBD, you know, until it's all legal everywhere, or I think, you know, you can't sell drugs. There are a couple of other things that are not restricted in a sense. You can sell it on Shopify, but it's the actual merchant that will allow you to sell the product for you to make the sales. And Shopify is so big right now that if you are selling something on Shopify and Shopify payment, they don't accept it, then there will be, you know, you can get merchants, hey, you know, I want to integrate with Shopify, and they'll do it because there are so many people that are, you know, they've got the customers. That's what I'm trying to say.
Nice. I love that. It sounds a whole lot easier than all of these other like CRMs and stuff that do it, that make it really complicated. So that's definitely something I've never really considered Shopify, but I mean, you know, for authors and stuff, I thought it would be fantastic. So does anyone have any last minute questions, ideas, thoughts they want to fire off at Veronica before we let her go for the afternoon? Going once, twice? No. Okay. Veronica, thank you so much for joining us. This has been
It's a pleasure.
informative. I'm glad you checked your email. That was just fantastic. So thank you so much. I look forward to your summit coming up, you know, your e-commerce summit. So, I mean, other than that, you guys, I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of Friday and a great weekend. And we will see you all on Monday for our Monday night training. So you guys have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.